Hello, Level 8 students. We're going to learn how to write a 5-paragraph essay. We will do an overview of a 5-paragraph essay, and then we will focus on pre-writing and the introduction paragraph. A 5-paragraph essay for school usually has this structure: introduction, body paragraphs 1, 2, and 3, and a conclusion paragraph. What goes in each paragraph? The introduction paragraph is very important because it hooks the reader. It attracts the reader's attention. It could also provide some background information about the topic if you think your readers or your audience might not know enough about what your topic means or what it is. An introduction paragraph includes your point of view, your experiences, your opinion about the topic. And most importantly, it has the main idea. In a single paragraph, the main idea is often called a topic sentence. But in an essay, where there are multiple paragraphs, 5 paragraphs, the main idea is often called a thesis statement. There are different kinds of thesis statements. In an argumentative essay, such as what you are writing for One World, the thesis statement or main idea is usually called a claim. If you recall from your One World lessons, a claim has a problem and a solution. But the claim is the main idea of your whole essay. Everything else in your essay supports and reinforces that main idea, the claim, the problem and solution you're proposing. In future lessons, we'll talk in detail about the other paragraphs of your essay. Before you write an essay, you prepare yourself. Here's some advice on preparing to write an essay. If you're writing an essay for a test, such as in an ESL class, a GED exam, or Accuplacer, TOEFL, one of those exams, it's very important to read the instructions carefully. If you're writing an essay that's an assignment for your class, like the One World assignment, it is also important to follow instructions carefully. What is the test or what is the teacher asking for? What is the assigned topic or prompt? Prompt is another way to say what is the question from the test or from the assignment. Using the topic or the prompt, you can write your main idea, your thesis statement, or your claim. And we're going to have an example in a minute. Before you write, you want to have your main idea ready, and you want to brainstorm reasons to support or not support that main idea. So your thesis statement or your claim is already written before you write the essay. And then you already have a list of reasons to support it that you can use to build your body paragraphs. Many people like to use a graphic organizer or an outline to make a plan for their essay. So here are 2 examples of pre-writing. This is a graphic organizer. Some students might like to write their main idea in the middle and then brainstorm reasons to support that main idea around here. Other students prefer to write an outline. An outline is like a list. So the key points are in a list in the order that you plan to write your essay. So maybe this blue bar would be the introduction and what key points you want to put in the introduction paragraph. body paragraph 1, which points you want to include in body paragraph 1, and so on. For both types of pre-writing, it is not necessary to write full sentences. At this point, you are writing key words, key points. You're just making notes. You don't need to write full sentences, full paragraphs for the pre-writing stage. You're simply organizing your ideas. So let's do an example of pre-writing. So first, I need to read instructions carefully. Write a 5-paragraph essay with an introduction paragraph, body paragraphs, and a concluding paragraph about the topic below. Should the Carlos Rosario School expand its career training offerings? Why or why not? So from this prompt, from this topic, I can create my main idea, my thesis statement. My thesis statement is either going to be yes, Carlos Rosario should expand its career training offerings, or no, Carlos Rosario should not expand its career training offerings. And then why or why not are the reasons, the support, the examples, the details, the evidence that will go into my body paragraphs. So I'm going to brainstorm about this prompt, reasons why yes, reasons why no, and from this pre-writing, I will come up with my main idea. So one reason that Carlos Rosario should expand its career training offerings is that so students want more choices. Another reason could be there are jobs in childcare, beauty services like in salons in DC, but we don't have training programs at Carlos Rosario for those kinds of jobs. Maybe we could attract more students to the school. All right, what are some reasons why we should not expand? We can ensure the quality of current programs. So we only have 4 career training programs, but we can make sure they're very high quality. If we have a lot, maybe it's harder to have high quality programs. We have IT, healthcare, hospitality, and education career training programs, and those are our important fields. So we already have career training in important fields. Another reason why not is our classrooms are full. So there would not be space for additional career training programs. Okay, so again, I'm pre-writing, I'm brainstorming. I don't know why those are different font sizes. Let me fix that. Too small. I'm not writing in full sentences. I'm just making notes about key points. So after this pre-writing, I think I've decided that I agree, yes, Carlos Rosario should expand. So that is my thesis statement, my main idea. Carlos Rosario School should expand its career training offerings. Okay, so I've brainstormed my ideas, I've pre-written. Now I'm going to write my introduction paragraph. So this is the recommended structure for an introduction paragraph. My first sentence needs to hook the reader. Then I'm going to write 2 to 3 sentences with necessary background information for my reader. Then I'm going to write 2 to 3 sentences with my personal connection, my point of view. And finally, I'm going to include my thesis statement, my claim. Okay, so I'm ready to write my introduction paragraph. My first sentence needs to be a hook that captures my reader's attention. All right, so I've decided to use the strategy of asking a question. So did you know that the Carlos Rosario School has 11 different ESL classes, but only 4 career training programs? And I'm hoping that this question attracts the reader's attention so that they're interested in the topic and they want to learn more about it. Now I need to write 2 to 3 sentences with background information. So what kind of background information might be important to my reader? They might not know what the career training programs are. So I might want to explain about that. All right, so I wrote a little bit of background information. I used 2 sentences. The Carlos Rosario School has many options and schedules for studying English. Examples, such as Orientation A and B to learn English language literacy, ESL health and hospitality and life skills to improve communication skills in daily life, and advanced English for students going on to college and careers. That's one sentence. However, there are limited options for career training, culinary arts, IT, nurse aide, and bilingual teaching assistant. So that's background information for my reader. Next, I want to share my point of view, my opinion. So now I've added my point of view. I've used 3 sentences. As a teacher at Carlos Rosario, I have worked with many students who have plans and dreams to work in other fields. Some of my students want to know how they can become certified to work in a daycare, or they want to learn trade skills like plumbing. I believe the school should have options for those students too. So that's 3 sentences that are sharing my experience, my opinion, my belief about this topic. Finally, I'm ready for my thesis statement. I've added the main idea at the end of the paragraph. The Carlos Rosario School should expand its career training offerings. So this is my first draft of my introduction paragraph. I want to get feedback from other people who could help me improve upon this. But for now, I have a first draft of my introduction paragraph, and I can move on to the other paragraphs in my essay. So let's review. An introduction paragraph should hook the reader, have necessary background information, a point of view, and the main idea. For your one-word essay, that's going to be your claim, your problem solution statement. So you may now go on to the next activities in the lesson on Schoology. Good luck.